Hey people, how are you? I was really worried about putting that video up yesterday of giving out to, most of my subscribers. And I'm very pleasantly surprised about the reaction so far. It was definitely a mood I was in, and I was drunk, just to tell you. I come in from a night out, 8 o'clock in the morning I came in. So, and as I said in the video, I don't think I've talked like this before in other videos, not too much. So I was trying to keep a lid on it, not be too insulting, but equally I have to speak my mind always. And I rarely do actually insult people in real life. I say rarely. Sometimes I do, and sometimes I intentionally do it. Certain people that need to be brought down a notch. Now, I'm not ignoring myself in all of this, people. I swear to God, I'm not ignoring myself in this. I'm not leaving myself out of this. When I have equally become an asshole myself. I became a bit full of myself a few times in my life, and I got a big head, and I needed to burst that bubble in my head myself. First, I needed to recognize that there was even an ego bubble in my head. And the first time it really happened was 23. I felt absolutely great. I felt on top of the world. I had an amazing, gorgeous Czech girlfriend, and and people were telling me left, right and centre, you're a star, you're brilliant, you should be famous. Now, I've been told that throughout my life, because I do have a very good voice, that's a fact, but I'm not really a musician. I've said that all through my life as well. And also I've not been a very confident person, though anybody and everybody now would consider me to be very confident. And I suppose I am really, at the end of the day now. I'm naturally confident, and also naturally not confident too, because you can't be confident all the time as a normal person, right? But I'm working on it, really working on myself, and me going off testosterone was really an important step to make, because if I hadn't have gone off testosterone, I wouldn't have had any kind of a balance thing to work on. I wouldn't know, I don't know if I can't explain that, but I hope you get it. Now, one person that I actually really appreciate is Garnative. You come in and comment on a lot of things, and I don't want to go around naming the names of the people that I do like, because then if your name's not mentioned, you're going to think you're in the list of the people that I think are fools. So don't think that, people. Trust in yourselves. It's all about trust in yourselves and in life, that we meet the right people at the right time to talk about the right things. So anyway, Garnative, I just want to say one point that you wrote on my video, my main video, to all trans people, my thoughts, and most of the other comments in there were from 8 months ago, and you said, I'll comment on this video even though it's 8 months old or something. And then you said, this is you saying, you said that sexuality has nothing to do with gender identity. I believe that is right, and from what I've read, so do a lot of other people. My psychiatrist, said that gender does revolve around sexuality, because F to M's were all lesbian or had lesbian relationships before transitioning, whereas I had not. So go figure, eh? And that's why I have serious problems with psychiatrists as well. I only went to one psychiatrist once in my life, but I went to millions of psychologists and counsellors and healer type people as well. I went to the whole shebang, people. I've been all over nearly every medical possibility, and most of the time I was very disappointed with the results and with the so-called intelligence. But psychiatrists saying that gender does revolve around sexuality. Funny, but not a funny joke, because this funny joke is happening in our lives. And it's just a joke, because I'm a lesbian. And I might look like a guy with a penis and everything, but I'm a lesbian. And I'm sick of having to tell people that don't want to get it that I'm a lesbian, that treat me as a woman, or treat me in the middle. That's where I prefer to be treated. I prefer to be treated as Gavin, but not as a man. Because if you're treated as a man, you can expect to be treated as a man in the sense of hitting and just insensitive comments flying around the air. Men totally change their behaviours, don't they, when they're around women and when they're around men. Even the most nicest sensitive guy will change his tune a little bit, depending on the sex you're talking about. And I just want that to stop. I really want that to stop. I think it's time for that to really stop. I feel like taking off my top here. If we have the possibility of showing my nipple there, okay, there's one nipple, the other nipple's there, okay? And I was growing breasts, but I got a mastectomy. Really bad video here, you can't see it, it's the wrong angle, but this skin comes down like this, and then it kind of goes in a little bit, so this nipple here is kind of, it's not the best done, with the mastectomy. But I've seen mastectomies done on women. Again, women, there are no women and men. Oh yes, somebody commented on the fact that I called myself a man in a comment. Yes, good old Jin did, and yes, maybe I did call myself a man, and oh yes, I called myself a hormonally imbalanced male. Yeah, I used to say that, because people can get that a bit better, because they can go, yes, you're a male, and they go, oh, but you're hormonally imbalanced. But anyway, my mastectomy was, oh yes, I've seen many mastectomies on women, on technical F to M's, even though maybe we could just call it P to P, person to person, that should be a P to P. But yeah, a lot of mastectomies have been done on people basically that had big breasts, and they got a mastectomy, and they've got those huge scars on their chest. I mean, that is a disastrous job, if you ask me. That's like having to explain you got bitten by a shark twice on your chest. I mean, I think doctors are able to do very good. They're able to do very good surgeries and stuff, plastic surgeries or whatever you want to call it. And my example is a good job because you can't see the scarring. I know you I've done another video on this. I've got disgusting hair around it though. And anyway, my chest, I'm able to have my t-shirt off in the summer, for instance, because I don't have tits. If I had tits, oh my god, I just wouldn't want that at all. So that doesn't mean that I don't want to be a woman. But many transsexuals would be like, yeah, see, you don't want to have tits, you don't want to be a woman. And, sorry, are there no women out there that have got flat chests? Huh? You're all going to Barbie dolls or Ken dolls. That's what it seems to me. Sorry, I don't mean to say you all, but most of you are transitioning into the stereotypical looking Barbie doll and Ken doll. No, that's wrong, man. That's wrong. I don't want to see a bunch of people walking around this planet looking so similar to the stereotypical perfect female and perfect male type. I don't want it. I prefer difference. I'm starting to feel a bump in my head. I got hit by a guitar last night by mistake. It's the first time I got hit on the body in a long time, because I've been looking after my body very well, not getting hit and stuff like that. But I got whacked in the head with a guitar and I can feel the bruise. Oh, that's it there. Ow. Oh yeah. So listen, thanks very much anyway for people for listening to my stuff. You know, I every time I watch a 1 minute video, I think, God, it was like a short film in 1 minute. How do they do it? You know, and I'm doing 11 minutes of blah 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 blah. I know, I'm boring myself, so don't worry.